folks, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. We are in our 8th year here of doing the channel, and it's non-pop country music reactions and reviews. Sometimes it's Western, sometimes bluegrass, sometimes Cajun, sometimes folk, sometimes red dirt, non-pop stuff. And Renee Mooberry made a gift to the channel for me to do LeAnn Rimes' song. Well, it's not her song, but LeAnn's rendition of Have Mercy. And it's a Judd's cover, I believe, and it's a backstage cover, whatever that means. I don't know what a backstage cover is, but we've seen some pretty cool interviews of Dwight, of LeAnn, and so on. And Renee is pretty much solely responsible for those sorts of, the interviews. And I love that kind of stuff, the human interest stuff. I learned a lot about Dwight Yoakam from seeing an interview with him that he did with Whoopi. So let's get into this. I got this one. You requested it to be from LeAnn's official channel, and getting them from the artist's official channel is almost never a problem unless it's also on Vivo. But all that said, this should not be a problem. So from LeAnn Rimes, United States #1 fan, not yet worldwide. I haven't declared that yet. Renee Mooberry.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool.
Well, I was standing in line at the city bus stop, soaked to the skin from my every raindrop. I see you driving by just like a phantom jet, with your arm around some little brunette. You say you won't be home because you're working late.
That's
Honey,
cool as
I'm
shit.
no fool, you've been out on a date. Lipstick on your collar gives your game away. Strawberry
She's got a little hood in her.
have mercy on me. You treat me so bad. Misery is breaking my heart. Can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me.
I'll do a split screen for this because of the way this was shot on someone's cell.
When I called you up on the telephone, I could hear you was playing a Haggard and Jones. I knew right then that there was something wrong. There's only one reason to play cheating songs. Have mercy on
The Jackson's
me.
got a good one.
Treat me so bad. Misery is breaking my heart. Can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me.
Nice transition.
Oh, have mercy.
Digging the drummer.
Well, I went to the bank with my little checkbook. The cashier, he gave me the strangest look. Said you ain't got no money 'cause you're overdrawn. Your man took it all and he's a done. Have mercy on me. Treat me so bad. Misery.
This is like not quite the Allman Brothers whipping post in its intensity, but some of this stuff here, there's a reason that popped into my mind. Yeah, he did it wrong, man.
Breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad. Misery, breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me. Baby, baby, have mercy on me. Ow! Woo! Nice. That is on the Judds Tribute album right now. Go check it out. And I love them. That was the first song I ever sang when I was 18 months old. I was itty bitty. I know. Look at me now.
Clap for me.
Look at me. Clap for me. How's it?
That's funny. Now, what a first song to sing when she's 18. Who knows how the human psyche works and what shapes what as we move along. Maybe it gets forgotten, but what what a first song about getting done wrong, bad wrong. Yeah, but that's really cute. I mean, she's very likable. I mean, when you see these things, you just see sort of like they're in their element, they're in their holy space, and when people are in their holy, comfortable space, the one that in a sense that they were a big part of creating, you can't do this alone for the most part. You need other people, not just musicians, but you need family members to get behind you. You need friends, you need support, you need fans, you don't have to have a label to make it nowadays. You could just have a very successful online presence, but you get to see the human side of these folks and you're like, oh, they're so cool. And everybody, believe me, everybody is a handful in their own right. Everybody has their issues. You take any two human beings and put them in the same room long enough, in the same relationship long enough, and you're going to see different sides of everybody. Nobody has it made because nobody gets out of this life alive. And I say that not in any macabre way. I say it because if you want to have good perspective, it's good to have respect for others. It's good to have honor of others and their accomplishments. But the human side here just really shows that if you never knew LeAnn was a musician, never knew she was an artist, never saw her sing a song and just maybe heard her talk, you'd probably say, she's freaking cool. But I mean, when you're backstage here doing this on a cell phone and you're like, yep, these folks aren't all just like, get me the best camera, get me the best cameraman, get me this, get me that. They're doing stuff on the fly and having a ball with it because they're artists. And that lets you know that they love their craft, not just how they're presented, that they're not overly perfectionistic about stuff, that they're pretty chill. They realize their own frailties and flaws, and they're just going to have fun. Some folks just like having fun. I happen to be one of them. And as my girlfriend knows, I don't take that much seriously. But the things I do take seriously, I take really seriously. When I'm doing my life coaching, for example, I take it very seriously that somebody's placed their trust in me and they're looking to hear different perspectives on how to get through current situations in life, how to look at them, how to think about them, different ways. That is very serious to me, but it's also fun in its own right, but not in a laughing way. But there's a lot of life to laugh about. And this sort of presentation of LeAnn's Renee is just, emblematic, just demonstrates that there's a lot of fun to have. But I am seeing a little bit of hood side to LeAnn, just in the way she likes to move. And I don't mean gangster, but I just mean I've said in other videos that I think like her heart is partly in R&B. I have no doubt about that. And I know she's a country girl. And my girlfriend Sean told me that LeAnn grew up on bluegrass. And Sean is from Kentucky. So she's been in Jersey for about 15 years. But you would never mistake her for a Jersey girl. Not once you hear her talk 2 words, you'd know it. She knows her country stuff. And you'll see our more videos at some point. But LeAnn grew up on bluegrass, but she's got an R&B soul too. We'll see. Anyhow, I gotta rate this. I gotta rate my experience. All right, I have to go with the number that popped into my head instantly, and it was a 9.1. It was fun, probably impromptu. I'm not sure. I don't know who the camera person was who said, "Hey, let's do this," and they all decided to. I think the drummer was cool. The guitars had some nice picking going on too. And I don't know who the other dude was that was there. But anyway, he's there. He's important because he's there. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. You can thank Renee Mooberry. Gosh, you might be North America's #1 LeAnn Rimes fan now. You might have just moved beyond the American borders, Renee. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. The jury's still out. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country and having fun along the way.